Hello everybody, Wild Tracker here, and welcome to a new series of FoolCraft here on the channel. Yes indeed, we are playing some modded Minecraft in the FoolCraft pack, and apparently we've got a dead chicken behind us and a live rooster behind us, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, so welcome to FoolCraft, guys. This is, as I said, episode 1. Let's just pick up this as we go, and yeah, so we are in a quagmire, I believe. I think that's the name of this. Yeah, quagmire. You can see that under the journey map over there. Yeah, so what I thought we would play. I hope there's no quicksand here. I'm presuming that isn't there. There's a loomy grassy block. Okay, yeah. So this is where we've spawned. We're playing this mod pack, and it should be absolutely awesome. It's a mod pack that is kind of designed to be fun. So you can still be OP with it, but it should be a lot of fun, a lot of exploring and that sort of thing, which really appeals to me. Let's just get out of this quagmire here into some normal biomes. Yay! So yeah, there's a lot of things in the pack which we'll kind of go through as we do. So we do have things like VeinMiner, which should be pretty handy and pretty awesome. Just look at that quick way of doing that. And we've got some pears as well. Evidently that was a pear tree, so that's cool. Doesn't look like a pear tree to me, but we'll take it. We'll take some food while we can. So I've got a plan for this series. As I say, it is a kind of OP in a way, in that it's not as grindy as things like the Sky Factory, which incidentally is going to take a bit of a back seat while we play on this. It's not sort of forgotten altogether, but yeah, we may not sort of do it all together, so to speak. So I've got some plans for this, and I think in this first episode we're going to do a little bit of exploring and running around. In fact, we've got this down here. Let's just fall down here and die, like we do. So we've got a little bit of a cave going down here, which could be quite good. Yeah, and some yucky brown water in this. Right, let's see if we can't get set up, because there's a few things I want to do straight off. So let's just turn all this into wood to start with. It's willow wood. I presume we can still use that as we can with everything else. Let's just turn that into a crafting station, because that's much better. Right, so we want to make a few tools. So let's make some sticks first of all. And we'll need to make one of those. Let's do that and that. And that and that. We probably don't need them all actually, but I'm going to make them anyway. So we got those bits, an axe, and then probably a sword. Okay, but we are going to upgrade these pretty quickly. Now, having VeinMiner is pretty awesome, because it means that we can just VeinMiner absolutely anything. So let's just go down. I'm reluctant to go in a dark hole just yet. So let's just VeinMine this. We use our pickup straight away, but that's fine, because we've now got 60 cobble, which is nice, because that's a nice quick way of doing that, isn't it? So we're going to make a couple of cobble picks, and we'll soon be upgrading these to iron, and that's the aim. Now, the other thing we can do with this is, and I can hear that coming behind me, so we've just made some furnaces. No, he's not there yet. Let's get a bit more cobble if we can. And I'm not too worried about destroying this area around here, because, to be honest, we won't stay here very long. And look, we've already got some iron there, which is awesome. But before we do that, let's make a few more furnaces. I don't know how many we need really, but what we are going to do is we're going to make ourselves a furnace. And I can hear him. You're going to set me on fire then, weren't you? You're not allowed to, monster. Oh, look at that. Ugh. Blood everywhere. Right, okay, so yeah, so we have now got this furnace armor, which is awesome. And then what we can also make then is some cobble boots and some cobble leggings, which this is just awesome. We can make armor out of absolutely anything. But this is our get-go started. How do we look pretty good actually, don't we? Yeah, I quite like that. But we've got some armor up straight away, which is awesome. Now what happens is with this here, as you can see, it says furnace helmet auto smelt. So when we combine 2 of these, look what happens when we vein mine this iron. Boom! It smelts it, which is awesome. But don't do it to things like this. You got to take it off, otherwise you get this, which is not what we want. So it's not necessarily something that you should have on all the time, but when you're actually mining ores, it's pretty good. And you can actually, when you're mining things like the wood, it can turn that into charcoal. So, but yeah, it's pretty handy, I would say, in terms of getting hold of stuff. Let's put that back on now, and what we're going to do is just light up this little bit of a cave we got here, because this might make a nice little ghetto starter place just to literally have and get ourselves established, because there are some things nearby that we can use as well. The slime is one of those. Let's see, does this actually go anywhere? I'm hoping it doesn't go too far at this stage, just enough to, yeah, that's fine, goes up here, that's cool. So that's lit up. Let's put another one in there, and then I don't know what's happening to my frames at the moment. It's pretty low. I'm going to have to probably have a look at that, see if I can't fix it. And go away, I said, not you today. Fine. Right, can we get something up there? Yes, we can. Probably want to go up there actually and just light it up. At least then we've got a little hidey hole, hidey home, and there's more down there. So right, we're not going to go down there at the moment though. I just want it so nothing's going to come out of here and surprise us too quickly, like creepers. Where's my stuff? So you can't get up there now, can you? No, that's fine. Right, let's go back up here, and we might need to go out and find ourselves some. Let's have a look. So we've got 8 iron at the moment. We did have some more. The sun is setting. Let's see if we can't find ourselves some sheep up here. That would be handy if there was some wool around, because then we can do some sleeping. If not, I'm going to have to hide in a hole all night, and I don't particularly want to do that. But yeah, sleeping would be good right now. But sheep apparently few and far between in this wasteland. Bit of a challenge. So we'll have you. That's fine. We can cook you up. Let's just go over here and see if we can find anything. I think not. I think this is some kind of wetland as well, so it's not a brilliant spawn for that kind of stuff, which is a bit of a shame. No, there's a cube over there which we want to get in a minute, but not yet. So no, I'm going to go and hide in a hole because I don't want to die on my first night. That would be silly. In fact, what I'm really going to do is actually go down and do a little bit of mining, get a few items. I think, yeah, definitely. It might as well be under the ground as opposed to above the ground during the night time. But yeah, let me go and get a little bit of iron, a little bit of copper, things like that, and then that will enable us to get a little bit more established, hopefully. So I've set myself up a temporary camp in this temporary camp. It's actually not a temporary camp. This is the camp I came across. I've put these fences across here because he weren't there, and made myself a few pens. And I had a fire here in the middle, which I've taken out. But yeah, I had a couple of spawners and a couple of chests full of string, or rather cobwebs. So we've got a zombie one there, skelly one there. So that's pretty cool. Nice little camp. We've got these Hermitron boxes as well, or cases. So these are basically contain this game thing. So I've put all those in there for now. But what they also act is as shulker boxes. So we can, use all these. And we've got all these loot bags as well, which I'm not opening. I'm actually looking inside, but not fully opening because it'll just fill up inventory space. So for now, I'm just keeping them like that. Yeah, so what I think we'll do is use this as a temporary base, and that looks really cool over there. I have no clue yet. I haven't been over that way yet. If we actually look at the map where we've been, you can see we come down. So we started right at the very, very top in that quagmire. We kind of came through the areas through here. Yeah, and I've kind of made my way down to this point, and I say we found this camp, so I think that's probably a good place for a temporary home until we find somewhere more permanent and we can just get the basics up and running. But that looks really good. So what I want to do is a couple of things I want to make, so I thought I'd do that with you guys. First of all, these slime boots, because slime boots are really cool, and we'll make those. And then we're also going to make this slime sling, which we can make. So that's quite easy. I've never used this. This is a first for me. So let's take our iron boots off, put our slime ones on, and what they do is give you bounce. So, which is, you know, okay, but the big you are, the higher you fall, the more the bounce. So if we go down here, you can see we can bounce, so we can actually move around the place quite quick. But now this is a thing I have not tried before. Let's have a look. We point this down and boom, whee! Yes, this is definitely the way to travel around the land really quickly. So, and help you get up sort of a spot. So you can go really far, I think, by doing it that way. Yeah. So that's really cool. We shall certainly be using that. The other thing I found as well in this area, which is another reason I kind of stopped looking, see we've got some more of these guys. There's just so many of them. We probably don't need this many slimes, but this water here, which is quite a bit of it, is sort of gives you regen. So let's see if we can't get these guys killed. But as you can see, I'm getting those pink sort of sparkly effects, which is pretty cool. But yeah, so it's just handy to I guess have this round here if you really need it next to your base, because you can get regen for 5 seconds, which is pretty handy. And the other handy thing is we're just getting loot bags from these guys, which is awesome. So free loot is always good. It's a bit like having a mob farm without having a mob farm. So let's just pick that up as well, and then let's see if we can get back over this way somewhere. So yeah, cool. Bounce. I'm going to take a little bit of getting used to. I'm not going to lie. It's not something that you know, I've used a lot of, but you can see there it's fairly easy. Oh, you giving me sand chicken? That's very nice of you. So that's going to be our armor setup for now. Now smeltery. Let's get smeltery set up. So what we need is to make some grout. The usual thing to make seared bricks, which is this stuff here. So yeah, we can make lots of that, because I've got lots there. So there we go. And the great thing as well is what we should be able to do is, let's just put this around here and round here, and I'm going to do this lots of times. If we do that, because we've got our armor on, make sure we have, which has got the furnace and the auto smelt, we should be able to VeinMiner that and get seared bricks. That's awesome. That is absolutely awesome. So we don't need to smelt things up like that. And we got those loot bags, which we ought to go and check. I just want to get rid of. Why did we get another one of those? Modifiable arm block. Yes. No idea. Okay, so we've got some seared bricks now. We can get loads of those. So I will do all that off camera, make up loads of these. We can now make the seared bricks, which is pretty awesome. And then we'll probably just make a 3x3 smeltery here. I think that's probably the easiest thing to do. Certainly for now, because we don't need anything big, and I say we are going to be moving. So yeah, let me carry on getting the rest of this smeltery made. I'll make all the bits up and then we'll put it together. So I'm just making some plates up. I think we've got some more molten aluminium brass in here, which is pretty good. So yeah, I've got the pickaxe head and the tool rod already done, and they're fairly easy to do if you've never made them before. You just do them in, so we've got all the various Tinker's tables here. We've got the stencil table, a tool station, we've got the pattern chest and the part builder. So all you need to do is make a pattern. So you literally put in some blank patterns in here, and then yeah, just literally choose whatever you want to make. So for example, when you want to make the binding, you take that, and then yeah, you put that in here, use some stone or cobble or whatever. That makes the actual a stone version of it. Place that in here, and look, we've got a cast. So that's pretty good. Now what I want to use is this copper for the binding. Hopefully we've got enough in there. I would imagine we have. I don't know how much it takes. Still 4 ingots worth, so that's absolutely wonderful. And we're using copper because it gives us XP evidently. So if we attach a copper binding, that's going to give us XP, which is absolutely awesome. What I need to do is get rid of the rest of this aluminum brass. Now I'm hoping I've got enough in here for 5 of these plates. That's what I'm kind of hoping for. So we've got 2 blocks, 2 ingots. I think we're going to have plenty. I don't know how much it takes when it does it. Is it only 1 ingot to do that? Yeah, we've got plenty in here. So we're going to be using these a little bit later on. So I thought it was just a good way of getting those out. I'll tell you what we do need. That's some kind of block. Can we use a seared brick, I guess? So because one thing we do need to make is a cast for an ingot, because we can put obviously things into here, but yeah, we really need an ingot cast more than anything else. So we've got those, which we don't really need to use anymore. We've got 3 of those, that's 4, and that will be 5. So let's just store these around here out the way, because I don't really need those. Excellent. Okay, so next thing I want to make, and we really need to get rid of this, so let's get rid of 1 block out of there, and then 1 ingot, and we'll just store that for future use. Is that done already? Good. That will nearly be done, and we probably want to get rid of the copper as well, just to be on the safe side. Is there still 5 ingots left in there? Is that really okay? Let's just get this out now. Is that done? That's done. Yeah, so I just want to drain this out, because the other thing, what we're going to make the rest of the tool out of is the good old-fashioned pink stuff, alumite. So to make this, we need, let's have a look in here. So it's 5 aluminium to 2 iron to 2 obsidian. Okay, so that's what we're going to get. So let's just see if we've got that. In fact, let's just put these up here. Aluminium, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 2 iron, we said, wasn't it? And 2 obsidian, which is pretty good. So hopefully, yeah, 41, that's enough. I need 40 obsidian for the other thing I want to make. So how much have we got? Still got 2 of those. Soon get rid of this, and we're basically going to make a pickaxe. So that's the aim of what we need. And I put those away, and I still needed them. How dumb am I? There we go. And again, and then we should get rid of the copper. So let's put in, I just don't know whether it's going to mix or not, you see. So I don't want to put it in yet until we've got everything out, because we're very short on some supplies, and I don't necessarily want to do it. Let's put the 2 iron in there. I don't think that's going to be an issue. 2 ingots left, 1 ingot left. There we go. Finally out. Good. Okay, so we can put in that and that as well, and hopefully that will all mix together. So we'll just let that do it very, very quickly. So just thought we'd do this on camera, and then we're going to put the pickaxe, or we're going to put the tool rod. I say, should have put the pickaxe in there. I didn't. Put the tool rod in there, which is the first thing we shall make. Come on, you know you can melt old obsidian. It takes a little while. All this lava, by the way, I've got an absolute shed load of it. Yeah, 114 buckets worth. So when I was out and about, I came across a lava pool, and I thought, you know what, I had some iron on me, so I'd make an iron drum. And we've got a couple of iron drums now, actually, because we could probably go around here, because one of these cows I found whilst I was out is basically enderium. Fluid enderium, which is awesome. So I ought to really carry a bucket around with me all the time. Tell you what we'll do. We'll stick that in there, and then we'll say, can we milk you? We can. There we go. Let's see if this is now ready. The obsidian is still melting. Come on, melt. And then this, what should happen now, which is a little bit different to how it used to do, because it used to just sort of blend straight away, but now okay, so I needed 1 block, 3 ingots. Not sure that's going to be enough. Let's say I think it's going to need 1 more ingot in theory. So we've got a tool rod there. How much is left now? 2 ingots, and I think this is going to be a bit like a normal that takes up 3. Is it? Progress 95. No, we did it. Only 1 ingot. Oh, 2 ingots. Fantastic. And we might as well just get that back out of there again. Okay, so let's go into our tool station now, which is this one here. And we should be able to... Is that how we make it? No, that's how we make it. We stick that there. So we take the pickaxe head, we take the tool rod, and we take the binding, and we make ourselves a alumite pickaxe, which is pretty awesome. It goes to cobalt level, and that's the important thing here. So the next thing I want to do is in the crafting table, if we take this obsidian and stick it all around here, I don't know if I've got enough levels on this for not, but we're going to make this reinforcement. Now the idea is, if you can upgrade this with 5, and does it say it's got 5 modifiers, so in theory if we stick that in there, we can do this, and again, and again, and again, and this cleverly unbreakable. So you can see at the bottom of the top bit there, clumsy, 0 to 150 XP, well established, unbreakable pickaxe, which is absolutely awesome. And I think, you know, we've just got to go and try this out straight away. It's no good. I forgot I had my bouncy boots on. It's no good waiting. We're going to go down here. Let's go all the way down. I've got myself a little mining area down here. This is where I've been getting some of the stuff. I've just gone down to bedrock level. And I don't know if you know in this pack, but bedrock level is actually flat, which is pretty cool. So it means we can mine away and we don't have to worry too much about mobs, because they're not going to do. I haven't got any torches. That was a bit silly, but we're just trying this out anyway. So yeah, you can see I've been mining this out here. But what it means is, so for example, this, we can VeinMiner it. And I forgot to take my suit off. There we go. So let's VeinMiner this instead, shall we? So we'll just go boom, and we get all this XP just from mining stone, because that's what the copper binding does. And then we can find all this. Look, gold. Excellent. So put our suit back on. Now, in theory, no, I'm taking my suit off now. We need to get ourselves some better armor, because with things like this, we've got the smeltery, so we ought to be doubling our ores by putting it in the smeltery now, not using that smeltery thing. So it's going to be handy to have it, just in case we're out and about and, you know, we want to smelt some iron quickly. This will allow us to do it, but otherwise, or if we want stone instead of cobblestone, that's pretty good. We've got some diamond ore, which I'm going to leave for a minute. I'm going to leave some of those, because the other thing we really need to do is get fortune on this, because that's going to be something that's going to be really helpful. Hopefully you guys can see this. I just suddenly thought, as I throw my pick, my super duper pick, that we are in complete darkness over here. Let's just get rid of that. Excellent. Bring this round here so we can get a nice clear area through. But yeah, look how easy mining is now. Strip mining is... Oh, and you've become to accept... Okay, so this should upgrade, allow us to add more modifiers and things like that as it gets on. So, yeah, it's going to get better and better, basically, as a pick goes. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'm pretty happy. So I think we've got ourselves in a really good position. I think I'm going to probably spend some more time just mining down here, seeing what resources we can find, level up this pickaxe, because this isn't an area that I'm staying down, so it doesn't really matter too much if we, you know, if we take out the bottom of this, because we're going to be building in a different area. But there's still some more we need to do to this pickaxe. We can assign it to, what's that, prosperity. Yeah, we can assign it to a chest, because look, now this is the problem we have. We've got all this cobble lying around, but we can assign it to a chest, which means that all the stuff automatically goes into a chest automatically, which is pretty awesome, really, isn't it? So yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, I'm gonna have to leave down here because I don't have any torches, which is a bit of a problem. In fact, what we need to do, let's put my diamond one there. Let's take some of these torches, because they don't really matter. We haven't really got any spawning areas. In fact, let's just do F7, and we can see where the spawning areas are, because the last thing I want, or don't want, is this. Look. No. That's a witch's cat. I'm pretty sure that's a witch's cat. What? Wither cat, yes. Yes, we do not want a wither cat. A wither cat is not good. Why did a wither cat spawn down here? That's okay. We're just going to leave you alone, wither cat. We're not interested. We don't want to. Yeah, they will kill you for sure. But anyway, guys, I think that is probably going to do it for today's episode. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. We've got ourselves on a well, that's pretty cool. My sword is on my back. Excuse me. Yeah, so I think we've got to look at things like armor next. Get ourselves armored up. We've got to work out how to do some mining efficiently. We've sorted out things like food. That's no longer a problem because I've made a juicer and we've got loads of juice, apples and carrots and all the rest of it. And we've got this super duper pickaxe now, which is awesome. So we can do mining and collecting ores and things like that. But we've got so much to do in this pack. There's so much that we can do. Why don't you join me next time? And yeah, we'll have some fun together. Leave me suggestions of what you think we should be doing. And yeah, don't forget to leave a like if you've enjoyed it. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Bye.